Well, it'll be another kick in the teeth for the Biden administration. At a time like this, it helps to hear from a radical centrist. We bring in Democratic Mayor Philip Levine, who was mayor of Miami Beach and oversaw much of the city's growth and prosperity. Mayor, appreciate you being with us as always. Always try to be fair here on the program. As you listen to me lay this out, did I miss any bright spots potentially for the White House?
No, you didn't at all. And I think the most important thing is the Democrats should be praying to the God of Senator Manchin, because by listening to Senator Manchin, they actually may salvage the midterm elections next year. If they don't, and for some reason they want to flood the economy with so much cash that's really not needed right now and make employers unable to absolutely hire anybody, then I think the Democrats could kiss next year goodbye. So they should really be praying to the God centrism of Senator Manchin at this point.
Have you seen any of the progressives, either in the Senate or especially in the House, bow to that altar?
Well, right now I don't see it. But the reality is that when you think about some of these progressives, a lot of these progressives are able to win in progressive districts. They don't win statewide. They don't necessarily win nationwide. They win in progressive districts. So listening to them is pulling us so far left. You know what the problem is when you hear Senator Sanders? Senator Sanders wants a different system. Senator Sanders would like a socialist system. But unfortunately, or fortunately for us, we live in a capitalist system. So his program doesn't fit what we are about right now. By the way, as Senator Manchin said, we have trillions that are still unspent. Companies can't even find employees. We're about to have inflation. Do we want to go back to the 1970s and have a remake of the Carter years? Is that what the Democrats would like to see? Because right after that, Reagan won the election.
It's interesting you brought up Ronald Reagan, because this headline caught our eye from The Hill. Can Biden make a comeback? What history teaches us and doesn't. American voters are results-oriented. Today, they care about one thing: ending the pandemic. Biden understands that. His speech outlining vaccine mandates can be summarized in two words: leadership and control. If voters perceive Biden as controlling the pandemic and leading the country out of its lockdowns, he will recover. If not, he won't. The argument from the progressives will, you need this spending to get us out of the pandemic.
No, but I think it's absolutely wrong. The pandemic will end when we're able to get as many people vaccinated as possible. The economy is blowing up. The economy is moving forward. There's so much cash sloshing around. I mean, have you looked lately at the Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel bailout program? Have you seen the amount of money being spent in these stores with people that are using all their money that they're getting from the federal government? I think Paris should be incredibly excited about the bailout of France, what we have done so far. The reality is that the pandemic and cash have nothing to do with each other. Our economy is doing phenomenal. If we'd like to have massive runaway inflation, then go ahead. Go spend $3.5 trillion and forget about ever hiring another employee again for your company. Folks like Senator Sanders have never operated a business in their entire life. So they're just talking about a socialist system.
Yeah.
Listen.
It almost makes the Swedes look cheap when you really go through the $3.5 trillion and what it pays for. Mayor, good to see you as always. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right. After the debacle in Afghanistan, the political fight in Washington, well, is the president in danger of losing all of his political capital? The question from The Hill: can Biden make a comeback